Hi, this is Bobby Wires, and I'm in Raw Recruits, ARK Survival Evolved. And I'm in our Scorched Earth world. We have the island, and we have Scorched Earth. And we allow complete travel between the two, no restrictions. The nice thing about coming over to Scorched Earth is there's some nice animals over here to take back. This guy right here, he is really deadly in the center. This guy is really handy over here. There are no beavers over here. And he's a great gatherer of nuts and berries and wood. So we keep one beaver over here at Scorched Earth. The other guy that's great to take back to the island or to the center, we only have the center. We aren't supporting the island, is this guy out here. Not the T-Rex. There's this guy right here. This guy is great to have over in the other worlds because he's a fantastic rock gatherer and pretty hard to kill. To get one of these guys, the secret is a rocket launcher and a RG, because an RG, when you rile one of these things up, an RG can stay right above his head. He'll stay up and he'll follow it, but he can't do any damage to it because he can't throw rocks straight up. So I didn't want to make a video of it, but we've got about 4 of these tamed, and they're a great tool. They're also a great guardian. That's why we leave him outside. Anyway, fun to have him. Okay, we have a new interface, so I thought I'd redo our video of transferring between our worlds. So I'm going to swim out here and make a transfer. Now you don't have to use the tower to transmit. Any supply drop will work exactly the same thing as a tribute tower. They work exactly the same. When you go up to them and you open them, you can use like that blue supply drop up there. I could use it instead of this. We got to sort of set it up to use this one. So, but they're all the same. You can transfer using a supply drop. You can use these. Another thing, if you're going to come over to Scorched Earth, or if you're at Scorched Earth and you're going back to the island of the center, always take a bed with you. Take a weapon. I mean, you could even take a flyer if you wanted. But in case you die the first time you visit one of these islands, every time you go over, it's like coming into ARK brand new. I mean, you can take your weapons with you, and you can take your animals with you, but you could die real quick. So you want to take a bed with you, and you put that thing down first, so you have a place to go back to. First time I came over here, I took a foundation, 3 walls, and a door frame, and a bed. Put those down quick. And then I died a couple of times just trying to get to this pond of water. So anyway, as of the new interface, this is the way it works. The only difference is you've got creatures and you have ARK data. Now the nice thing about ARK data, I think, is when you take an animal over, he loses everything that's in his inventory, or it loses everything that's in its inventory. They'll be gone. And the main reason is, like saddles, that's what you have to be very careful. If you have a saddle in one of these guys and you transfer him, he's going to lose the saddle. It'll be left here. So if you come over here to mine, because there's a lot of minerals and stuff you need, you get sulfur over here and use it to preserve meat in the center. It's a good thing to take over. One of those jars with preserving tablets. There's a ton of good stuff. I also take a tin over, kind of handy tool that you can only get over here. And a windmill will work in the island and in the center. They don't work very good anywhere, but they will work there. Okay, so I'm going to use the new interface to transfer my animal and me. Access the inventory. This looks a little different. There's my creature. I'm going to pick him, and you have to use this little footprint up here. Upload the creature. Accept. He's gone. Now, I'm also going to take ARK data. I'm going to put some rotten meat over here, just so you know it's here. That'll be over there waiting for you when you get there, so you don't have to do anything with it. And then the easy part, I've sent my creature over. He's over there now. I'm not even going to use the tribute tab. ARK data, I put something in there. And again, that could be minerals or anything real heavy that you can't carry. You can load this thing up and send it over. And then when you get to the other side, you can take a heavy animal, go to a supply chart, a supply drop, pick up all the stuff you put in here. Okay, so I'm going to travel to the other ARK. And there's there's the center for us. So we travel back and forth all the time. No problem. I'm going to say join with survivor. Now, it takes a minute because it's just like joining a world or a server from scratch. If you've got an existing person over here, then it's easy. Now, this would be an example. If I didn't have beds over here, I'd have to pick one of these spawn regions. Unfortunately, I have some beds. I got a lot of beds. In fact, I'm trying to figure out which one I want to go into. There it is, main base bed. So I'm going to just click that and say spawn survivor. And I'm over here, and you can see I've got everything with me. Let me go to my inventory. Got everything I brought with me. I'll see if I go out here and say we get a supply drop. I can use a supply drop too. See if there's one around. There's no supply drop around. Oh, there's one. And I'll get on a flyer and I'll go get my stuff out. I was hoping to have a supply drop to go to, so. On my nerfed flyer. It's really upsetting. I don't know how we're going to be able to train dragons. You can get dragons from the other world, and you can bring them over here and train them. We got one. Each of us have trained a dragon. The hard thing about the dragons is in taming them, you don't tame them actually. You have to raise up an egg. And it's vital that when you're raising up an egg, there's a supply drop. I'll go over there and show you how it works. If I can get there before it disappears. The bad thing about raising a dragon, you have to get milk, and that means killing a lot of other dragons. And that's going to be real difficult because the way we tamed all these dragons is we got real fast RGs and real fast, I call them helicopter birds. And they could stay just in front of a dragon, and then you could get them into a kill zone and kill them and get their milk. Now that we can't raise real fast birds, I don't know what we're going to do. It's going to be strange. Anyway, we'll go to supply drop. Hope I don't get any Pago masters here to steal things from me. And I can go right into here. This is exactly like somebody put something in here, but I can get my creature out. There's my creature, but there's the one I want to download. This is the one that's with me. This is the one I want to download. So I get my alligator back. There he is. I can go into access inventory, and I go to ARK data. There's that. I mean, it's rotten meat. I just used it as an example, but that could be all of the minerals and stuff that you wanted to bring over that was too heavy. Okay, so that's proof that you can travel back and forth using supply drops. I get this guy to follow me. And you don't have to, sometimes those towers are dangerous, so just find a nice supply drop, and there you go. Hope this has been informative, and come and visit us on Raw Recruits, The Island, and Scorched Earth.